What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the T&P Podcast. This is episode 2. Today we have a special guest, King Exclusive Gaming, also known as KE Gaming. All the links to his socials are down below. The intro, the first 40 to 45 seconds of the podcast got cut short. There was no audio, so we just cropped it out. This is a new intro. Prince Mad's unfortunately not here right now, but welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast. Hope you guys do enjoy. If you do, please leave a like, comment down below. Maybe a potential guest you want to see. Subscribe if you have not. Ring the little bell. I know this is on my channel, Prince Mada's channel. But the first question we asked him was, where do you see yourself in 365 days? And that's where it picks up. So anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy the podcast. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Trying to get that 1,000 by 400 by 4,000. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. It's funny. Tree was actually... Weren't you an engineer major for a little while too?
Yeah,
before you switched up?
I was a civil engineering major for first 4 semesters of college, and then switched up to finance.
Nice, man. Smart guy. Yeah. I finished in chemical engineering, so.
Wow. Good job.
I started in nursing, and then I went to chemical engineering, so.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So one of my big questions I want to start asking every guest. Me and Tree did this last episode. Where do you see yourself in a year, YouTube wise? Growth, what you want to be doing, stuff like that.
Yeah, so in a year, so from today till 365 days in the future, I definitely want to be monetized on YouTube. So I definitely want my 1,000 subs and my 4,000 watch hours. But ultimately, I just want to be in a position where I'm still on the path to replacing my day-to-day income. I also have another channel with my wife where we resell stuff through eBay. So that's another stream of income that we have coming into the home. So I really just want to establish myself on 2 channels on YouTube and monetize both of those along with my wife's. Yeah.
So like today you're at 361 as of December 26, 2020. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if either one of you guys use Social Blade at all.
No. What is that?
No, but I need to.
It's kind of like a YouTube stats type of thing. They keep all your stats. They can do predictions where you're going to be at. So I looked up both of yours by chance. KE, you're supposed to hit 1,000 in July of this year. 2021 July is when they're predicting you to hit 1,000.
Let's go.
Maybe sooner than you thought.
Definitely sooner.
I mean, their stats aren't always the best. It goes on based on average subs. Like I actually have it installed to my Google Chrome because I use Chrome as my main browser. So they're right linked in with my YouTube stats because I gave them permission. And I think mine 1,000, because from my Road to Glory boom, what I had, it made mine go up a lot quicker. So like my technical average subs a day is 8, but I don't get 8 subs a day. Yeah. Sometimes I lose 2. Some days I'll get like 12. It's very weird, but it's just a prediction. Exactly. But for sure, man. A little background. I mean, you have such a wide range of content you can go through. I mean, you've done NCAA, what I've seen you do personally, Road to Glory, Dynasty, all great series. I mean, you've done Madden, Injustice, Spider-Man. I know you were talking about at one point doing more Let's Plays. I think you'd be great at that personally.
Sure.
I know Tree's doing that right now.
Let's Plays are definitely a thing that you can just kind of relax, sit back, and just play a game. And then, I mean, it's just, if you're playing a game, you might as well record it or stream it. So it's kind of my mentality with it. Yeah.
I mean, I tried even doing Let's Play with like old Saints Row 2.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking down. I'm actually taking a note. I'm writing down what you said to use. Social Blade?
Yeah, I can. I'll definitely send you a link to it after the podcast.
Appreciate it.
It holds like all your stats and stuff like that. Like it can tell you like how many like subs directly, because YouTube is kind of buggy with it. How many subs you gained each day and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And if you haven't installed, at least when I was over his house and we were looking at it, you can go on like a Mr. Beast video and it'll tell you like the revenue he made on the video, how many people have watched, how many people have clicked on it. Like it'll.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty estimated revenue because nobody knows what actual his CPM is. I'm sure it's through the roof.
Yeah.
I mean, he's partnered with YouTube.
Directly.
Directly.
I mean, he's probably honestly making like $10-20 million a month. Like it's insane.
That's insane.
The other crazy thing is
I have not seen I don't know what an average CPM is. I somehow have an understanding. It's like how many dollars you get per 1,000 views.
Correct.
So I'm not sure what a good CPM is. I've heard people who have like a 12, what is good, 16, stuff like that. I'm sure his through the roof. So
Yeah.
I know
can't
most
imagine.
YouTube gamers, their CPMs anywhere from $3 to $7. That's the range because of the type of ads they get put on their videos. Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, I've been messing up lately. I've been cursing in my videos, getting a little frustrated with Madden 21.
It happens.
Very much so, especially on that all Madden grind. I mean, I saw you did the Lions franchise. You ended up ending that a little bit early this year.
Yeah.
What was the thought process behind that? Just
So
curious.
the main thought process behind that was, and that was actually probably my most successful series so far.
Yeah, for sure.
The main thought process, I just come off of doing Louisiana A&M University, Lambert, and I think that went like 52 or 50 videos.
Yeah.
And you can see when you start a series, it's like all
for
your views are up here. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the episode 1 bang.
They continue to drop. So it's like, okay, at what point do I stop making this series? And what point do I keep going? Like, is there enough interest? So I stopped that LAMU around 50, and I was like, you know what? Let me go from anywhere from 25 to 30 episodes per series. So that's when I did the Lions, and I did like 28 to 30 episodes. And then I've been doing a couple of episodes here and there, but now with this new ULM, I'm gonna try to push for 100 videos on that one.
Yeah, so like that's my big thing. Like, I got to the point where too in August was I made WWE videos from December all the way up to August, and I randomly just started making Madden 21 videos. That was when me and Tree were doing our thing together, and my first Dolphins episode popped for like 1.6, and then 800, 900, and then I stopped for like a month and a half. I didn't know if I wanted to keep doing YouTube. And I came back, dropped a video after I recorded the video like 3 months in advance and just never edited it. I hated editing for a while, but I actually enjoy it now that I'm getting better at it. But like my first video, I came back ahead like 128. And like now that I'm posting so consistent, I'll have videos where too I'll get like 30, and then I'll have like a video where too I get 70. So it's very inconsistent for me. I was thinking the same thing. Do I want to keep going with the Dolphins franchise, restart? I'm kind of lost right there right now personally. I mean, because I kind of wanted it to be like a pillar. Because like, I mean, as we talked about Mr. Hurricane before the podcast, that dude goes for 8-9 years in his, what are insane.
Yeah, he goes deep.
Because I think he's still in Madden 20, if I understand correctly. I don't think he ever did 21.
Yeah, he's still on Madden 20, and I think he's still running Kalispell too.
Yeah, which is insane. He's like 15 years in.
Right, that's crazy.
So I also want to talk about, I saw your clip on Twitter of you throwing the touchdown to Marvin Jones. It was tweeted out by the Lions, and I'm pretty sure quote tweeted by Marvin Jones himself, right?
Yes.
So what was your reaction to that? I mean, big exposure right there.
Right. So I was freaking out in the house because this was the same exact week that I got put in the group chat on Twitter with like a bunch of, fire dope YouTubers like Param, Uncle Sam's Reject, T&J, Big C, K Freezy. So like I got put into that, and I was like, okay, like that was at the start of the week, and then towards the end of the week, I posted that clip about Marvin Jones and stuff, and then he quoted it, and he was like, "Love the reaction," and then people just started like retweeting it, and then the Lions ended up retweeting, and I was just in the house freaking out, showing my wife in the kitchen, and man, I was excited. I was just waiting for EA to retweet it, and they never did.
Of course not.
Yeah,
of course not. There was no money involved, so they couldn't get their hands
right.
Yeah.
I was just showing some love to that game, who was getting a lot of hate because I mean that was coming off of the hashtag what is it?
Fixed franchise.
Fixed franchise, something like that. And I was like, this is some positivity. You might want to retweet this, EA.
I mean, true. I'm so frustrated with EA. I don't even know where to go with that. Let's not dive down that rabbit hole. We'll do that in the podcast.
Yeah. I had a couple questions I was jotting down. Sorry to interrupt, but a question I've heard people ask on like YouTuber podcasts is so when did you first like discover YouTube? Like YouTube is a platform, not like uploading yet, but like when did you just first discover YouTube? Like what did you used to watch back in the day?
To be honest with you, I just watched a lot of football highlights. That's all I wanted to do. I was trying, like when I was in high school, I wanted to go to college and play football and everything. I was watching a lot of other people's, high school highlight videotapes so I can try to get mine to be the best, showing what type to clip or whatever. So it was more so about figuring, watching other athletes' highlights and trying to get mine on their level. of quality and video, and also just seeing how I stacked up against other players trying to be recruited.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a question to bounce off of that.
Awesome.
Like, what was the like first creator you found on the platform? What really got you into YouTube? Because I've got a ton. I mean, I've been watching YouTube since I was like 11 years old.
Yeah.
Right. So the first creator I ever watched, and it wasn't even sports, it was the Rad Brad. Like I just started playing single player games. I haven't really been a single player type of person because I don't see the benefit in buying a $60 game and then finishing it in a week, and I have nothing else to do with it. So I used to watch Rad Brad play a lot of single player games, and that's what kind of got me like, okay, man, this is pretty cool. And I thought I wanted to do single player games, which is why I started off with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then Flim Love just took over my life, so you know.
Yeah, for sure. Mine personally was actually, I know this is like a ton through the whole 2K tree family, was Chris Smooth, man. I was 11-year-old watching
Smooth
that man get splashed. Like, I was such a big, like, because that's what I originally wanted to do on my channel. I think that's where a lot of my, like, road to glory creativity comes from, was from guys like Chris Smooth. I don't know if either one of you guys remember Aaron, ERNCO5. He posted only up to 2K14. Dude had like 25,000 subscribers and just stopped. But he used to make a series called The Life. If you ever have time to go check it out, this stuff was years before its time, man. Like, he was making like videos like cutscenes and stuff with like GTA, how I do with mine, but like way more advanced. And this was in like 2013, 2012. It was crazy. I don't know how this dude didn't blow up, but he's actually from Cleveland. That's the crazy part.
Oh, wow.
So he's from this area.
Nice.
I do remember watching Chris Smooth. There was this Batman game that came out, and Rad Brad was playing it. But for some reason, like, he didn't post for like a day or so. I was like, I gotta finish the story. And then I found Chris Smooth, and he was playing it at the same time, and I just fell in love with the way he talked, his antics and everything. And then I started watching his 2K series, and he was like, "Step back, cheese," and I was like, "Look at this dude."
It's crazy because that dude is like so mysterious. Like, he was never one of those YouTubers. Like, a lot of YouTubers, once they get that, I don't know if you ever watched, like, I was really big into 2K when I was younger. Like, me and Tree both played competitively for a long, long time until it went downfall. But I watched Jester the Laser. I mean, that dude went from, him, Cash Nasty, that whole group went from 2K to signing with 100 Thieves, who is actually owned by Dan Gilbert and Drake. Like, that's insane. Like, there's so many opportunities.
It was like they went from 2K to Hollywood, which is
Yeah.
insane to think about, that he was just a kid. He still lived in California, didn't he?
Before? Yeah, he still does.
Yeah. I mean, he was just a kid in California making 2K videos, and next thing you know, he's living in $10 million mansions with his friends.
If I'm not mistaken, Cash Nasty is from Louisiana.
Yes.
He's from Lafayette, I believe.
I believe so.
Sounds right.
That's like 10 minutes from where I grew up, and actually from where I stay now. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Cash has never changed up. Like, that dude.
No.
Yeah, not really.
Like, I'm the type of guy, say if I were to blow up on YouTube, I honestly don't think I would. Personally, I don't know if full-time, I don't think would be an option. Like, I don't know if I could do it. Unless if, like, I would want to keep working my full-time job now. And the only way I would really stop is if I'm losing income by not making YouTube full-time, if that makes sense. Like, if it's that much greater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would never move to Hollywood. Never.
No. For me, I really would like to replace my current income with YouTube.
Yeah.
That would be like the ultimate goal for me, because then at that point I can just wake up whenever
do whatever you want.
Do whatever I
exactly.
want. You know, have the freedom to spend time with my family as much as I want.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you can get there though. I mean, I haven't watched too many videos like Adam has, but I started a couple. Like, I started your Knicks rebuild series, and you definitely have that potential to blow up and make it, for sure. It's like, you know, like, it's not even like, we were talking about this on our last podcast. It's not even like the game that makes it. It's more the personality of the creator. And if you can keep someone there and keep them like intrigued and laughing, then I think you can go a long way.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
That's like, I don't know, have you ever seen King in the Fourth Quarter?
No.
So he makes all kinds of NBA 2K rebuilds, but this dude's fans are the most loyal YouTube fans I've ever seen in my life. Like, this dude he could put up him going to the bathroom, taking a shit. They're going to watch. Like it's insane.
It's just
Like
his
these guys
personality
are
is like
insane,
it's like contagious.
for
Dang.
sure. Like that's like I don't even get. I want to grow on YouTube, but I would rather have guys who are just invested and want to see whatever like I'm gonna post.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I feel
That's
like
the
that would be
fight.
the most rewarding thing.
Like
That's
I
the
know
fight, man.
I know whenever I stream, I don't get many views on my streams. It's probably like 2 3 concurrent viewers. But sometimes like
Damn
those
good.
viewers will be there the entire time. I know sometimes one of them is Adam, but like sometimes people watch the entire stream. And I think it's just more because it's like it's more personable and it's just more like you get to show your personality more. And to some people that's more intriguing because you get closer with the creator.
That's real, man. I know a couple people that's actually starting to partner with Twitch now, but they don't have too many concurrent viewers. Anywhere from 3 to 5 on
Yeah.
average, but they continue to go at it. I try to, especially when I go live, I try to like block how many people's in there, viewing what I'm playing, because you'll be playing, then you'll all of a sudden look at who's watching. Playing, all of a sudden look at who's watching. And it becomes like a mind game with you, and you just, even
Yeah.
subconsciously, you'll think about it. Man, nobody's really watching this, so I'm not even getting on today.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's just
That-
how it is, we all human. So just try to block out that energy.
Yeah.
And keep pushing.
Like when I first restarted, when I came back around mid-November, I was at 290, and I remember I posted my first episode of Eagles Dynasty. I got like 14 views, man. And like just from that grind, posting every single day, like now I average I could have my video get 40 to 50 views or 60 to 90 views a day. It just depends. Like it's crazy. I mean, my Road to Glory series has been insane. I mean, 2 of the videos have over 100 likes right now, which is way more than I could have ever asked for. That series, I never thought was going to do that good.
That series
Like-
is dumb. I love it.
Like, it was just like, I've seen so much of people make my career on 2K. 2K's been so stripped down over the years. You got to be creative. And I just sat there, thought about it, I actually was going to make a 2K series out of Adrian Pack. Adrian Pack was actually supposed to be a point guard. I was going to do a series with Gregtree, a My League series. Basically my player, but a lot more freedom.
Mhm.
And I decided to make the Road to Glory, and that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you this much, though. There's a lot of room to grow, even though NCAA is a really old game. And
Yeah.
pretty much everything that you can think about has been done on that game.
Mm-hmm.
There's still room to grow a channel off of that game, honestly. That's why I'm pretty much doubling down on it as we continue to move forward. Because I backed away from it a while because I saw, a couple of the friends were backing away from it because they've been doing it for so long. And then I took a look at myself and I was like, why would I back away from NCAA right
Yeah.
now? There's people leaving the market. The
Your
demand
chance
is
to
still
go.
really high. And then I take a look at my playlist. I've only done one full NCAA rebuild. What am I talking about? I'm leaving NCAA. I haven't even
Mhm.
gotten my feet wet yet. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
just double down.
Like that was my thing. Like I watched Param Crow's Banana Slug series when it first came out, and then the Last and Golden Eagles, and I've always wanted to do one, like to put my own little spin on it. And I sat there for hours and hours trying to find a good team builder, and I stumbled across the Eagles. Somehow I ended up finding out the Cooper Kupp went there, and I
Wow.
kind of just went with that. And now, I mean, I haven't recorded it since Thanksgiving. That's the thing. I
That's
recorded that far ahead, I haven't recorded a video since then, and I haven't played NCAA 14 in probably like 3 weeks.
Damn, that's good, man.
I mean, that's the problem though, that I don't have any drive to actually play it right now because it's been over a month almost. So that's why
Yeah,
I've uploaded for a week.
I've noticed that with the downside is if I get like 3 to 4 videos ahead, I'm like, all right, cool, like I have a little bit of leeway, and then I wait like 10 days, and like all of a sudden I'm out of videos. I'm like, I gotta upload, edit, and like render and get it like I gotta get it all done today, and it just becomes a little bit stressful. So I think I think definitely you gotta stay like ahead of that curve, but it's tough sometimes. I mean, because especially with like I know Adam's work schedule, it's full time, 40 hours a week. So if he gets behind. It's sometimes
I only can record on the weekends. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because I work 8 p.m. at night to 6:30 a.m. and I can work upward to an hour away, so I'm not getting home till 8 p.m. and I gotta sleep. So I sleep from 8 p.m. to like 5 p.m. That's what 8-9 hours. Like,
Yeah.
and no offense to my YouTube viewers, I'm not trying to get up right before I go to work and record a video instead of showering for work. Like, I can't let that happen.
Man, I can tell you right now. So like the way I do mine now, I record 3 videos on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and on Saturday I edit 1 video, and on Sunday I edit another video. So that's Monday and Tuesday already done. When Monday morning hits, I'll get up at 4:30. I'll edit another video. That's Wednesday's video. I come back home from work Monday. I edit 1 more video. That's Thursday's video. Tuesday morning, I edit another one. That's Friday's. Come back from work Tuesday afternoon. That's Saturday. And then I got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday where I can do whatever. And then Saturday, start it over again.
So, I mean, you seem to have that down clinched right there, man.
I'm trying, man. It's tough. It's tough waking up early. Like, me and my wife just had twins early this year, so
Yeah.
it's tough, man.
I bet. I mean, you got a full family, man. You're still grinding. If anybody watching right now, you need to go sub to this man right now. You see the dedication right there.
I was gonna say
He
we'll
deserves
have
the sub.
YouTube and every other Twitch, Twitter, everything will be in the bio,
Appreciate it, man.
in the description.
So, are you a Saints fan then, since you live in Louisiana?
I'm
I
coming
think you
around.
told me before. Weren't you a Panthers fan, or I
Yeah, I'm a
completely
Panthers
forgot?
fan. I'm a Panthers
Okay.
fan. Aaron Brooks really messed me up for a while. So I kind of fell off of that Saints bandwagon, but I'm starting to come back around. I find myself rooting for him in the shadows.
So,
Okay.
did you catch the Alvin Kamara game yesterday then?
Oh yeah, he dropped 6 on their head, man.
That was
You
100,
had him in fantasy football, so I mean,
155 yards, 6 touchdowns. He got me 58 fantasy points. I'm currently up
58?
58-0 just off of Alvin Kamara.
I know.
Damn.
Hey, that man has become like, because I have him in my Dolphins series, and that man is goated on Madden too. I mean, like mine.
Right.
I don't want to put out the stats and say how many, because I just finished. I record ahead, like I was saying. So I have the last few episodes recorded of the series. His stats he put up are unbelievable. Like some record shattering.
I don't doubt it. And the fact that he's so versatile with being able to like catch the ball and run the ball so well makes him a serious threat.
I'll put this out there. He led the team in receiving.
Dude, he
No joke.
you put him on a
And a lot
quick
of screen passes.
You put him on a quick out and he's gone.
He's gone. Nobody's catching him. He gets that edge is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I recorded before like Madden dropped that first update where you could change their X factor. So he had running back slot print ever. So I was just out rounding everything.
Mhm.
So what are your thoughts on Juju Smith-Schuster, the dancing on the logo, man?
Man, I tell you what, I feel like I kind of, in a way, I feel bad for him because when he was doing it and they were winning, it wasn't a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're losing, and now it's like, well, they're losing because Juju's dancing every game on at midfield, and I'm just like, that's kind of a scapegoat because Big Ben, if you look at it, he hasn't been throwing the ball well.
No.
He hasn't been pushing the ball down the field. And I think it's Deontay Thompson or Deontay Johnson, the wide receiver, whichever one, he's been dropping a lot of passes. So in crucial downs, 3rd and 5, wide open, he might drop a pass. So I think they just need to slow down a little bit. They need to run the ball more for sure.
Yeah.
Because that's what's really killing them. They're like ranked.
So I actually watched that Cincinnati game at work, and I don't think it's the reason Juju. I don't think that's the problem. Like,
Yeah, no.
All right. First of all, no offense, Juju, you shouldn't be dancing on the logos, man. You saw what Terrell Owens did.
True. That's true.
But that's not the problem they're losing. Ben Roethlisberger has regressed. Let's be honest. I mean, he's 37, 38 at this point. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen Drew Brees this year as well. Their arms are regressing just because you're not supposed to throw a football that long.
Yeah, the
It's
age
just
is
not
catching up. Unless you're just built different like Brady, but
Yeah, even Brady though. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
it's hard.
He started the year, it was rough.
Yeah, you're not supposed to play football until you're 45. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, the rules have changed and you're able to now, but it's not normal.
Agreed.
So, just jump into something. Do you have any future plans? Do you want to, like, anything else you want to dive into on YouTube? Like, personally, me and him started the podcast. Do you see yourself doing anything like that? So I actually posted my first ever reaction video today.
Ooh,
I got
saw
recommended to do it.
I gotta
So I
watch
was
that.
like, all right, I'll give it a try. By the way, NFL copyrighted that shit, so I'm not making any money on it if it gets monetized. So
Yeah,
The worst
man,
part is I'm surprised the guy who made it didn't get copyrighted because when I posted a
Really?
reaction to his video and I got copyrighted.
damn.
That's the crazy
Some people
part.
don't care, man. He probably got copyright, but did they take it down?
So I got a copyright claim. So say if I was
okay.
monetized, they would just make all the money from it. But since I'm not monetized, it doesn't really affect me.
Are they running ads on it though?
I'm not sure. I haven't watched it myself. They might be.
I was gonna say because I know whenever I used to get a copyright claim for even music, it was like the owner of the copyrighted material can now run ads on your video and gain revenue.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Because
wow.
it's not like a copyright strike on your channel, so it's
Yeah.
not a big deal. But like technically, if I was monetized, I wouldn't be able to earn revenue on it,
You
which
know,
isn't
I
a
don't get
problem.
that. Like, how do you get a copyright claim versus a copyright strike?
I'm
never
actually
really
not
understood.
sure.
I actually don't know the technical difference. I think the only thing is the claim. They don't. I don't know if they can technically take your video down. I think a strike they can.
Maybe I think a strike would be, say, if I took Gregtree's video, completely screen recorded it, and then just posted it to my channel. Maybe I'm not 100% sure though.
Yeah, I think a strike is also more serious.
I'm sure you guys have seen Flight.
Yeah.
Like Flight puts up reaction videos all the time. I don't know how he's making revenue then, unless if they just don't copyright it.
Maybe they don't, and actually they may not copyright it. Flight actually might contact them and be like, hey, I'll split the earnings with you because I'm reacting to your video.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean would be a good like business
such a big
deal.
icon now, so
Yeah, I mean just to have your video like reacted to by Flight would be pretty
Flight
impressive.
can react to one of my videos straight up.
Facts. React to my video, dude.
That dude went from the biggest L on YouTube from getting crossed up by Cash into the biggest dub, which is crazy. He completely turned around his career, which is insane.
Facts.
And then he has this persona now where he's like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
he plays the dumper, especially like the 2K ratings. Those videos were so funny to watch. I know they're fake, but they're just hilarious.
Giannis or whatever he calls him. Something crazy.
Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
He be talking so fool, man.
So where do you see yourself going with this Knicks series? Because I've been a big fan of it. You got Obi Toppin, obviously. You picked up MPJ, who's a dog. Definitely probably should have went very high in his draft class if he didn't have that back injury. Was his back or neck? One of the two.
It was his back, yeah.
So are you a big basketball fan yourself?
Yes. I haven't recently just started watching a lot of basketball, even though like I've mostly paid attention to LeBron growing up. But now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm just excited when basketball season starts, which is why I was happy the season started so early again. Though I feel for the players, I'm just happy that it's back, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What's your team, though? You a Pelicans fan?
I am a Pelicans fan, but wherever LeBron goes, that's who I'm rooting for. Like, or in basketball,
sure.
I like that I can root for players, and I don't have to be tied to a team.
Yeah.
In football, you tied to a team, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I'll rep other teams.
For the most part,
I'll root for other teams, but no matter what, it's Browns. Like for real.
Facts.
I like. Let me rephrase. I like players in the NFL. Like I like Kyler Murray because he came from Oklahoma, same place as Mayfield. I like Matthew Stafford a lot. Mahomes is always incredible to watch.
Yeah. I would say I'm somewhat similar sense. I'm like a Browns first, Ravens second, and that's hindered over the years because I've been a Ravens fan since 2011, 2010. Around that time, I really caught on. I was a huge fan of Ray Lewis growing up, and I thought he was just raw. The fact that he was just a monster,
Murderer.
Yeah, a literal murderer. But yeah, and then I guess just kind of followed with that was being a Ravens fan.
Thanks.
You got any questions for us, man? Anything you want to talk about?
Well, you see, you just brought up Ray Lewis. I like to have this discussion with people. Who would you say, other than Ray Lewis, who was probably one of the best middle linebackers in like the 2000s era?
Probably Brian Urlacher. He was really good, but I lost a lot of respect for him when he came out that he was racist.
Oh yeah, that was BS. Yeah.
So I mean, he was really good. I know he's not a linebacker, but Sean Taylor hit like a linebacker.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. Yeah, it's
Palomalu wasn't a linebacker, but literally played every position.
He was the defense.
Yeah.
Facts. For me, I would say Patrick Willis, man.
Yeah, Pat Will. I forgot about him because he
Dude.
retired early too.
Yeah, he had like I think he had broke his toe, or he had a really bad case of turf toe, and he had made enough money where he was like, you know what, I'm just hanging him up, and then he hung it up. I was sad. Patrick Willis was my favorite player at the time when he retired.
Yeah, like Calvin Johnson did the same thing, which is crazy because both of those guys were at top of their game when they left.
Yeah,
exactly.
You see that the talk of Cam he doesn't want to retire, but he thinks he might. He was saying it was on Bleacher Report. He was like I would retire, but I don't want to go out like on this year because he kind of had a rough year with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm thinking I'm like
Cam jersey. I never saw that.
Yeah. It was on Bleacher Report. I don't know if it was rumored and like someone brought it up to him and he was like, I don't want to go out like this, but it would suck to see Cam leave just after getting signed by the Patriots. Was he signed or traded to the Patriots?
He was signed.
He's signed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Cam Newton still has a lot left in the tank, in my opinion.
I think he does too. I mean, just because he has one rough year. I mean, yeah, he's not playing his MVP caliber anymore, but I mean, he could still be a damn good quarterback.
I think it's confidence for me with Cam.
Yeah.
I think he's lost his edge. And, some players, like, that can make them between a world beater and then also a practice squad player.
Yeah.
It's all about attitude for them, I mean, you look at Josh Norman. After, like, Josh Norman got injured a little bit, he was still a good player, but he didn't have the same attitude he had when he was in Carolina. And that first couple of years he had with the football team. I don't want to say it. But yeah, I just feel like it's more so attitude than ability for those guys.
Yeah,
for sure. Like a guy like Jalen Ramsey, like that dude, all talk, but he backs it up. I mean,
he backs it up. Yeah.
I mean, he's one of those dudes. Like especially at that cornerback position, you have to believe you're the best athlete in the world because you have to be the best athlete on the field to guard that position. You have to do everything there. I mean, you're taking away an entire side of the field.
Facts. I don't want to take over the show, but I just want to dive deeper into this because it's more of a psychological thing for me. Because talking about Cam, and you see it now, there's a lot of young black quarterbacks coming into the league, balling. And before it was, okay, there's Cam Newton, and then there's everybody else.
Yeah.
Now, everybody else, and then there's Cam Newton.
Yeah.
So he feels like he's playing second fiddle to a lot of the young guys that's coming in, going crazy on the field, like Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Because Cam has a big arm, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Newton has a cannon.
Dude's got a cannon. And like I say, I really think that the eyes have moved away from Cam because he's been injured a lot.
Yeah, I feel like the injuries pile up too mentally. Like, can I still do this? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the same thing happened to RG3. He's one of my favorite players of all time, and that man was just dealt the wrong hand at every aspect. I mean, like when he played for the Browns when we went 1-15, game 1 of the season, he's trying to drive us down against the Eagles, win the game, and he makes one little mistake. Instead of stepping out of bounds, he tries to step back in, make a juke, make a play, gets hit, and fractures. I think it was his collarbone. He was out for like 8 or 9 weeks, and it just completely derailed his career yet again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I know a lot of guys, like, I'm not sure if you listen to the Pat McAfee show, but I'm a big Pat McAfee fan. Like, just the rehabbing is just such a mental strain. Like, to actually go through that and try to get back is just exhausting. Yeah. At least through his eyes, because he's been through it. I haven't been through it, but I could have just imagined.
Yeah. I saw this interesting thing. It was about Deshaun Watson. He said he was going to reach out to... I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Joe Burrow about rehabbing and how to recover from a torn ACL and a torn MCL. Because, I mean...
Sean came back from that.
Yeah, and Deshaun's had a pretty good year.
Yeah, besides his team, they're not doing anything for him, but yeah.
No.
And
I knew I had to ask y'all something. So, who do y'all think's been the best rookie quarterback this season in the NFL?
Herbert.
Easy.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is now, but I knew he had like 3 touchdowns left to beat Mayfield's record with like 4 or 5 games to play.
Jeez.
Yeah, and the thing is, like,
I mean, Joey Burrow would have been just right up there too.
Yeah, I mean, from watching what I watched from Hoover, his arm is so precise. He's able to throw the ball on the dot and get it to his receiver wherever it needs to be.
The crazy thing is, I feel bad. Like Tua, I like Tua, but it looks like he was the wrong choice for Miami. As sad as it is, Herbert just looks at a different level.
Yeah, Herbert looks like an NFL quarterback.
Yeah. Like I think it's more like I saw like I don't know if you guys follow Pro Football Focus at all, but his like throwing stats against the pressure from like that 6'6" frame, he had like he was first in the NFL for touchdowns against the pressure, first in the NFL like completion percentage against the pressure as a rookie, which is insane to recognize blitzes and everything like that. I don't know. I feel like we're right here in the NFL we're about to see a whole new wave of quarterbacks with like guys like Drew Brees going out, Ben Roethlisberger. Yeah, Tom's eventually going to go away if he ever decides to. Like, there's going to be a new era very soon, and it's definitely a bright era.
The new era is about to start in both, I think, the NFL and the NBA. I mean, you see all these people coming up in the NBA. They all played AAU when they were younger. LeBron and them didn't play AAU because it wasn't around. I mean, I think the NBA will actually stray from the three-pointer here soon. Not to throw us on a different topic, but I think it's just because these kids coming from AAU, it's all fast-paced, fast-break basketball. And they're just going to want to run the court and go for dunks and layups, and I'm actually pretty excited about it.
I mean, you see from Charlotte's offense, they're already trying to adapt to that with LaMelo running that helm, like, to be fast. I mean, it didn't work in their first game, but still, it's definitely a good strategy if you can get the players.
Yeah, and a player that comes to mind for me is just John Morant. The way he just sprints down the court and tries, like he's on offense and defense, just both sides sprinting.
On opening night, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think both, the NFL and the NBA are going to change drastically once these veterans start to weed out. Like, you look at the NFL between guys like Lamar, Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, and then the NBA between Luka, John Morant, Trae Young. Like, I think it's going to be pretty cool to see as we all grow up to see how both sports change.
Yeah, because like even in the NFL, there's potentially 5 first-round quarterbacks this year, which is insane. I mean, you have Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, and Kyle Trask, and Mac Jones from Alabama, who they're saying could possibly sneak into the first round too.
That's 6, for sure.
I mean, and you see like Jalen Hurts taking over in Philly, where I think he will keep that starting job. He's played very well.
Yeah.
I think so.
Put a lot of stock into Hurts coming in this year.
It would be nice if they could get him Jamar Chase.
Yeah. I think Carson Wentz I don't know what they're going to do with him because they owe him so much money.
Yeah, who's going to want that contract?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, they won't have to pay the bonus. What's the nice part? So it's really screws up the Eagles because they're going to have he got like a $40 million signing bonus. So that's just going to be on the Eagles' debt. I think if they were to trade him after this year, it would be like $30 to $40 million on their cap hit next year.
Jesus Christ.
So if I'm the Eagles, I'm just ripping the Band-Aid off. Like you have to do it. I mean, if you don't see him there, then why stay and pay him?
Yeah.
I see a lot of people. Yeah, I see a lot of people. The Colts are going to want because Frank Wright was the offensive coordinator for the Eagles when they won it. He almost won MVP before he got hurt, and he's head coach of the Colts now. The Colts have everything besides a quarterback, really. Like, don't get me wrong, Phillip Rivers is great, but I mean, he throws a medicine ball at this point. So, I don't know, man. If I'm the Colts, I'm offering a second and a third next year. Be like, hey, I'll take your contract. You give us Carson Wentz.
Facts. They wouldn't have to give up any of their good players. For sure.
And then instead of drafting a quarterback this year, they have Carson Wentz. You take the chance on him, and you draft another skills position or defensive tackle or wherever you want to go.
Yeah,
their team
wherever
is
you
so
need.
good. Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So, you are a Panthers fan. Where do you see the Panthers going? I think they're sitting at 4th or 5th pick in the NFL draft right now.
Yeah. So, personally, I would like to see the Panthers. I'll give what's his name, Bridgewater, another chance for sure. We need to get some more pressure on the quarterback, man. I would like to see us get either a nice linebacker that can roam the field to kind of shore up that middle. Because I mean, after losing Kuechly and we lost Davis, we don't really have too many good linebackers out there. So I would definitely like to see an actual true linebacker, not a pass rusher.
Yeah.
And so if we don't go with linebacker, go cornerback.
Their big thought process so far for most NFL analysts is Michael Parsons, middle linebacker, to replace that Kuechly and hopefully they can get a quarterback in the second. Because there's 6 first-round talent quarterbacks, I guess you can say. Or
Facts.
close to it. I mean, one of those guys are going to slip. There's not 16, there's not really 6 teams what need a rookie quarterback right now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So one of those guys are going to fall.
And they're going to fall
if
far,
Trey Lance
too.
somehow falls to the second round, I would like to see Trey Lance.
I know a lot of people are blowing smoke of Zach Wilson actually going second over Fields right now to the Jets.
Hell no.
A lot of people are saying that. At least I saw it on Twitter and Instagram. I mean, you guys know NFL analysts and stuff will do that just to blow smoke to have people trade up and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Man, I hope so.
If Fields is there at 4, I take him if I'm Carolina.
Hell yeah.
Just because I personally really like Teddy Bridgewater. It sucks what happened to him, non-collision injury, just blew out a knee, lost 2 years of his career.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think they just take best available.
Only thing that'll stop them from getting Fields would be like, oh, could this be Cam 2.0? You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That could be the one thing that'll stop them from getting
I feel like the Panthers are right there, though. I mean, you have CMC, who is an animal, straight up.
Yep.
You have Curtis Samuel. They have weapons. Robbie Anderson played really well this year.
Yep. Even
I feel like Teddy.
Who's the other wide receiver that they have? The guy that came from school up north. He came from Maryland.
Maryland.
Who's the wide
this is
receiver?
gonna kill me.
You know which one I'm talking. I think he's number 12, something like that.
Yeah.
You know
DJ Moore.
Yes, DJ Moore. Even him. He's having a breakout season.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see because they're in a tough division still. I mean, a lot of good divisions in football right now, besides the NFC at least.
Breeze is going to be going next season though, so
he has to be.
Yeah, he's retiring. He actually built a home in, they say it's Youngsville, but it's really Lafayette. But his house that they built already is huge. I can see it if I'm going to Lafayette. You can see it, and he also has his business on the south side of Lafayette on Pinhook. It's called Surge, and you can go there. It's batting and all kind of stuff. It's kind of like an activity center.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys are aware, but he signed an analyst deal already for NBC. So whenever he retires, he's already getting paid. So
nice.
Yep, he's retiring.
I mean, that he has to
That's the thing. Most quarterbacks are gonna retire are gonna be signed as analysts because they just know the game. I mean, you look at people like Aitman, who else was there? Tony Romo at one point, yeah.
Romo's done great.
You look at these former quarterbacks that are analysts just because they know how to read a field, they know how to read a defense so well, and it's just they know the sport of football. So I mean, why not sign on as an analyst, especially to gain more money while you're not playing?
Facts.
So let's get back to the whole YouTube. So do you see yourself going down any other paths you want to venture in with the whole YouTube? I think you started a family channel with your wife. What's more vlogs and stuff. If you get that monetized, man, that CPM is really good. I've heard.
It's ridiculous.
I know, the family channels with kids or kids channels are insane.
I don't like Pretty Boy Fredo. That dude's done a lot of disgusting things, but that man was smart with his money by starting a family channel. That's all I gotta say.
Facts, man. So yeah, that's my ultimate goal. I want to be able to. It's like a 2-step thing where I want to be able to grow my gaming channel, so that way I can replace my daily income that I actually have to wake up and be under someone else's attention.
Yeah, you don't want to work under somebody for the rest of your life. You want to be your own boss.
I want to be able to fund myself, but ultimately with YouTube, I want to transition into vlogging with my family, taking trips, seeing the world. That's what I really would love to do.
For sure, man. I know I personally have I want to do YouTube. I know I said earlier I didn't, but I would love to do it full time. But if I do, I kind of want to keep my job I have now and just invest all the money I make from YouTube into property and stuff like that to set up I know a lot of YouTubers have done that in the past I don't know if you've ever watched Danny Duncan, but that's pretty much the only YouTuber I watch who makes IRL content because that dude just is hilarious. But real estate, basically set himself up where he doesn't make money off his YouTube videos anymore. He has 5 million subs, just puts in copyright music to make his videos more entertaining because he doesn't need it. He makes his money from his real estate and his merch. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word.
Which is sold in stores now, which is insane.
Sold in malls. Actually, got a
this
shirt
is just
for Christmas.
People need to take a look at YouTube and think of it more of as a social media platform once they grow, rather than a zone for content creation.
Yeah.
Honestly. The bigger you get, start transitioning to this is a social media platform.
And like, I don't.
Yeah.
Either one of you guys watch Agent Zero by chance?
Yeah.
I've heard of Agent Zero. Yeah.
So Agent Zero, he has 1.5 on his main channel. What was mostly 2K. He's ventured and he has his own podcast, but actually inspired this one. Personally, I listened to every episode of his. His is the peer-to-peer podcast. 100K. He has a group channel. I would eventually love to make one. It's called AMP, like 2 Hype. I'm sure you've heard of 2 Hype and the Sidemen and stuff like that.
Like
500K. So this dude, I think he has like 5 or 6 channels, all bringing revenue.
Damn.
So he splits his time between all those. I mean, podcast, no offense, is not hard to record. You just hit the press record button and you talk.
Just talk, yeah.
And then just clip the front end and back end and upload.
Yeah. So he straight up, you bring in so much revenue. It's like there's so much opportunity for revenue on YouTube and other social media apps. A lot of people aren't smart enough to do it or even try it. People are scared to explore this revenue.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like when I was in high school, I didn't want to get made fun of for making a YouTube channel. I don't care anymore. Like, this is what it is. Like, that's how it used to be. That's the crazy part. Like, I could have been doing this for years if I just was confident enough. It's all about the confidence.
Same.
I mean, you have to take that chance.
Yep. So like earlier this year, when I started actually taking my YouTube creation seriously, was back in May, is when I really was like, okay, I'm doing this. And it wasn't until maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago that I actually let people on my Facebook page know, hey, look, this is
exactly, yeah.
Because for the longest, I was like, oh man, I don't want people to think I'm just out here playing video games. People are gonna talk shit. I'm sorry if I cursed.
No, you're fine, man.
You're fine.
As long as it's not in the first 5 minutes, you're good.
Okay, cool. I was like, so like once I talked with Uncle Sam's Reject, he was like, man, we need to try to link up with Restream. Restream lets you stream on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook gaming all at once. So when I got on there, so when I got on there, I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna make me a Facebook gaming page. Whoever wants to join, thank you. If you got any feelings towards it, I don't care. Look, I'm doing something that makes people happy. I'm trying to get monetized. It is what it is. And I I fell into my truth.
Yeah, that was my biggest problem. Like, especially, when we first started this, I was a senior in high school. First of all, making YouTube videos isn't cool. It's not a cool thing to do, unless if you're big. Like you're a big YouTuber. Oh, you're so awesome. I'm making WWE videos at 19. Like, that isn't cool. No one thinks that's cool. So, like, my thing was becoming confident enough and just not caring what people think. You can't come on here. People are going to leave mean comments. People are going to dislike your videos. You have to be able to have thick skin on this platform.
Exactly.
It's simple, man.
And
if you don't believe you're like, oh, go ahead, Shree, my bad.
No, you're cool. And I was say along with that is I tried out. I had Lego sets and I made reviews of it because I was watching the Lego Creator and I was like, dude, these pop off. I was like, and the fact that I have a shelf over here, I have wrestler figures over there. My room is nerdy. You can even tell. I got a freaking Baby Yoda doll. I got a Joker. I have a nerdy ass room, but at the same time, it's who I am, and I wanted to try making Lego. I mean, they did all right, 60, 70 views, so which was all right. But if I would have done that in high school, I would have got grilled for it. And
imagine that CPM on those Lego videos though if you kept doing those.
Dude, I know. The only downside though is I would have to make them for kids, and I probably couldn't do comments on it. The one thing I really dislike, I wish you could make it a kids video, but still have comments, but you could monetize, or monitor the comments, or if it had a swear word, it automatically deleted stuff like that. That's just my opinion on that. But
what really messed a lot of people up with making videos for kids is they took the comments off because they had these child predators and stuff would go into the comments of these toy videos, and they had sex trafficking going on through the comments, crazy stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this world's a crazy place to live in, man.
I know. And then along with that, the playback feature, if you're watching on a phone and you're watching a kid's video, if you slide down on it to put it as the little mini screen, it automatically pauses, which kind of sucks. I don't know why it does that for kids videos. I feel like it should still play. But yeah, my girlfriend has a niece and she'll watch kid videos, but she'll click play and just walk away for hours, and it just has autoplay on it. These kids videos are just playing and playing. I bet most kids do this. If you give a kid a tablet and they press play in a video, they're not gonna pause it when they walk away. They don't do that. They just let it run. So the CPM on those videos is so high on a family channel or a kid's channel.
I would be throwing triple ads on
Dude.
those.
And like the first 5 minutes, I throw like 3 ads, like a minute long. If they don't skip it, that's like 8 minutes of video.
Kids don't care about ads, man.
No,
If there's no comments, who's gonna call you out on it?
exactly. And the other thing is, if it's a toy ad, they're like, oh, it's just a video. They're just watching it. A minute long ad on a kid's video. If you just run an ad like that, they're not gonna skip it either. Like,
No.
so that's the crazy thing.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't understand what YouTube makes deemable as kids videos. Like, can I upload a video of me playing Madden and cussing as a kid video? Like, who's gonna stop that? That's just like my curiosity. Like, I obviously wouldn't do that. I'm just curious, like, who monitors that?
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I'm not sure.
So I had a question for you that I thought about because I made a series in the past where I didn't enjoy making it, but I did it for the views. Have you ever had a series where you like where you created it because it either boomed or it was good, but like at the end of the day you're like, dang, like I really don't enjoy making this.
Yes. I think it only has like maybe 2 or 3 videos on it. Maximum Football 19.
Saw those.
You saw those.
Yeah.
They had pretty decent views, but when I actually got the game and started like a franchise, well, a dynasty on it, and like the recruiting system was all messed up, the depth chart was all wonky. I was like, it ain't even work. I don't even want to edit this stuff. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll leave the videos up, but I'm not making them more.
Yeah, I think we kind of ran into that with our WE series. We both restarted. I know he privated all of his. I saw mine up there. I made 3 episodes. I made a draft video, which has 2,000 views. I made 2 episodes for Raw and SmackDown. They each got like 100 plus views. But at the same time, it was like a 10-hour process to make the video. Because you had to record it, voice over, edit, and the videos themselves were like 45 to 50 minutes long. And I noticed myself like
make everything custom by yourself. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't easy to make like these cutscenes you would want to do and promos. Like, you would have to go through, add text over it. There was so much you had to do. What was just nonsense.
Yeah, and
I
think
it turned into like 10-15 hour process.
Like, I wouldn't mind going back to WWE if they make the WWE 2K22 if they make it like creator friendly. They definitely need to update some stuff. I know it's the same thing with Madden and franchise. Franchise modes hadn't changed in like 5 to 10 years. Like, it's been the same. If copy and paste every year. They had like little tweaks here and there, but
yeah, new menus. That's it.
Yeah, new menus and a playoff tree.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, it's
so. You still got more time, or are we running late?
Yeah, we can keep going.
All right, I just want to make sure with you, man, because I mean, you get in these podcasts and time flies. You don't even realize it.
I know.
I've been trying to keep track of it in my Elgato. So, did you get anything good for Christmas, man? I know you got your family, or did you get your kids anything good?
Oh yeah, so we got like, my boys got playpens. They got some little motorcycles. Dude, like a ton of clothes, a bunch of toys, some tablets. All kind of stuff, man. Everything's times 2. You gotta buy everything's times 2.
Yeah.
Except for the playpen. Oh yeah. What about y'all?
So I mean, I pretty much got all clothes, to be honest with you.
I was gonna say mine's mainly clothes. I got the little Ravens light up. I got this doll of Baby Yoda. A lot of clothes. I got a lot of Ohio State shirts. A couple. I'm getting a Browns hoodie, which I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, like, cause I'm at the age where my parents don't even give me stuff anymore. Like, I got mostly cash. Like, my car's falling apart, so my dad paid for. Like, he's paying for my front axle to get fixed. So like, that was my Christmas present.
Yeah.
My mom gave me like $150. I think I'm gonna use that to get a new mic. I think I'm gonna upgrade to the Yeti from the Snowball.
Dude, if you're getting a new mic, I gotta send you the link to the mic that I bought on. It's a Fifine mic. I use it on all my videos.
Oh, I heard about that.
Quality's great. It comes with the arm, like a boom and everything,
really?
like pop filter, $60.
Yeah, I saw that. It was
It's a USB mic condenser. So.
It was a comparison video. It was like before you go out and buy like the blue Snowball or whatnot. It was like, check this out, and it was like showing both of them. It was like, first of all, this mic comes with all these accessories. It comes with everything you need. The Snowball, you got to buy like the arm separate. You got to buy a pop filter. And I was like, yeah, like I have the Snowball up here, and I have an arm coming off my monitor stand, and I mean the quality works for me now. But if anything, I think the next thing I'm gonna buy is a pair of Astros, because even for like my classes at school, it's all online right now, and I wear these Turtle Beaches that I bought in Black Friday last year. But I wore my brother's Astros once, and I was like, damn, I can wear my glasses while I play. It's so nice. A lot of times I don't wear them just because like my head hurts right here just from like the headphones pushing my glasses in. So
Yeah.
I think the next thing I'll probably get is just a pair of Astros.
Definitely, man. So yeah, I'm using my iPhone's microphone right now. This is not the FIFA, just the head.
Oh,
Yeah.
it still sounds good though.
I was gonna say
That's
it
nice.
still sounds like a regular mic'd up audio.
Yeah, mics are so weird because it's almost like splitting hairs. Like, how much better can audio quality get?
Yeah.
Like, until you when you get to that there, like it's
Facts.
hard. Like some mics sound so good, but like my Snowball, I'm thinking about investing some money back into the channel, man. I'm thinking about building a PC. This Mac, because I have a Mac, is just not, dude. It buffers sometimes. Like earlier in this video, it buffered for like 3 minutes. I didn't hear anything what was said. It's so ridiculous.
I just bought a gaming PC earlier this year. Well, a gaming laptop. I love it. You know, I got a graphics card. It's just a GTX 1080 Ti, something like that. Nothing brand new, but it's enough to where I can edit, have no problems. I don't play any games on my laptop, so.
Yeah,
for sure.
And that's probably, especially if you're using it for editing, that's probably for the best, because that'll just slow it down with you downloading games and all this other stuff. Like, if you're just going to use it for strictly editing, it'll definitely get the job done.
Facts.
Like, I got this computer because it was supposed to be, like, the best editing computer you can get for, like, thumbnails and stuff. That's what it was advertised as. But I'm sure it is, but I'm not even a good editor, so I don't know why I got it.
Yeah, I mean, that video that I made for doing thumbnails on your phone, I don't know if you know this other YouTuber's name is King J Mace. He plays a lot of 2K, but he's one of the homies. He was like, man, I need you to help me figure out how to do some better thumbnails because all yours are nice. So then I just made a video of it while I was doing a thumbnail for the video I was dropping that same day. And I just posted it, you know. And I make all my thumbnails on my phone, my iPhone. So.
Yeah, I did that for a while. Like, I've used the app called PicMonkey. It's like an off-brand Photoshop. And I think my thumbnails are probably some of the best work I do. Some, like, it gets a little hazy with my NCAA videos sometimes. That it's hard to make them on Dynasty because that little ticker's in the bottom. I got to crop that out. It always gives me a hard time. But
yeah,
definitely been like, for a while, I was telling you earlier, like, my big thing was trying to find, like, my personality, like, recording, like, how do I want to be a play-by-play commentator, where two is just play-by-play and really no emotion. Like, people don't really get to know you like that, so I really wanted to branch off from that and find my own style of commentating. So now I finally found that. Now I'm focusing on editing, putting sound effects in and stuff like that, and
I saw
screen
that.
shakes.
I heard that.
Yeah. The anime WoW I've been using, and then
he had one the other video I was watching. He's like, "Tell him to bring me my money." I was like, "Look."
Slowly, man. Slowly, I'm getting them.
Yeah.
That's why I've been uploading the Dolphin series, because I feel like that one I can experiment the most with. Like, I don't want to put that into my Road to Glory, yet. But I'm not sure, because that's what I've been pretty much only uploading Dolphins lately.
Yeah. And
Like,
speaking of thumbnails,
Dolphins.
Go ahead.
What was that, Tree?
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I even started that Pistons series. I don't know if I even want to continue that. I don't know which direction I want to go with that.
But what I was gonna say, I was like, speaking of thumbnails,
you gotta run.
I was like, your thumbnails are probably some of the best I've seen by, like, I wouldn't say like a low tier YouTuber, but someone like, say someone that's like below like 100,000 subs. Like, your thumbnails are so like eye catching and eye grabbing. And I just want to applaud you on that. And I still haven't watched that thumbnail making video, but I'm probably going to, because I make all my thumbnails on Paint.net, and I know it's a free app that I found on Windows. But yeah, your thumbnails are clean.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
I did watch the video. It's definitely worth it.
yeah, I'm gonna have to.
If anybody's still here, make sure you guys watch it.
Yeah.
Hey Adam, I noticed on our last podcast we got no comment to pineapple, so
Yeah, no one made it all the way through. It's okay. I mean,
yeah.
That's why we're not posting on the podcast channel. There'd be no views and no point for guests to come on.
Although I think at one point I still have the video files for episodes 1 and obviously will for episode 2.
We're gonna have to upload those on there, because I like how Agent has. I want to have multiple ad revenues coming in.
Yeah, eventually.
With multiple channels, like how you want to do with your vlog channel. Like, there's like no reason not to expand.
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
Once you build a base, you can monetize a second channel quick.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't even mind, because I want to dip my feet into streaming. Like, I've never tried really to stream for real. So I'm going to try to, my first stream's going to be this upcoming Dolphins, the off season. I'm going to stream it. my first time. So
yeah, I'm actually in the process of trying to do it next week, but I haven't decided yet. But I'm starting a new dynasty on NCAA, and it's only gonna be I'm only gonna play it on live stream. So I'm gonna have that
I
going.
saw Param Crow do that with Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that going on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So
yeah, plus I like streaming on YouTube more because you always have like I don't use Twitch much, but you always have like that playback factor, what you can use.
Yeah, I know Twitch like it holds the videos for like a week, but there's no algorithm on Twitch. Like Twitch has no algorithm that gets you exposure. It's literally the only way you get exposed is if somebody goes to that video game and it shows everybody that's playing that video game live.
Yeah.
And then somebody clicks on you, but there's no algorithm for Twitch at all.
Because for the longest time, I heard people saying that live streaming on YouTube hurts your channel. I don't know how true that is.
But like I said, if you get low views, it's always best to just once you finish that and it's finished rendering, don't leave it as public, just unlisted. Mark it as unlisted.
Okay.
So that way you keep the view time from it, but it doesn't show up on your actual consistent.
When I went through, I privated all my stuff instead of leaving it unlisted. So like on my Social Blade stats, it shows me like minus 2,500 views on my channel and all that watch time. But I just wanted to get them out of here, pack them up, coach, get them out. That's the worst part. But because I wanted just straight up, I didn't want to have to bring up like, hey, why don't you make WWE videos anymore? I just wanted to completely rebuild, rebrand, keep going.
Yeah.
And it's worked really well so far, so we're gonna keep going with it, man. I think I'm 39 subs away from 600 with 5 days left.
61, huh?
So maybe I'll just drop a couple Road to Glory videos. Try to get there.
Just pump like 3 out in the next 5 days. And...
Yeah. That's the only series YouTube recommends for me. Like I get on recommended, so I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Which is weird. I don't understand that. Like I don't understand what like one particular series does, but I guess it is what it is.
I don't know.
I know so I don't know how many times like my videos have been recommended. I don't even know how to check that, but I do notice that when I post like a recruiting video for NCAA, like it always does really well. And then I tried to do something new this week on Christmas Eve. I posted like actual recruiting deep dive.
Yeah, I was going to ask you a few questions about that.
Well. Yeah.
So did you make like separate Road to Glories to do that?
Yes.
Okay. I was just curious about that.
Yeah, it took
because I have like.
You can go ahead.
Go ahead, my bad. You're the guest. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying like it took me like 2.5 hours to.
Yeah.
Set them up, play the games and everything. So yeah.
Wow.
Like my thing is, I think the way I want to do it with my like recruiting special is, with all my prospects, have whoever wants to be in the series to go in and claim a recruit, and then I'll just change their name, number, gear, appearance instead of changing like their overall and stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm not changing overalls or nothing. Like they literally just drop their name, position, height, and weight in the comment section. And then once I recruit them at the end of the season, I'll go in and just change their name and stuff. I don't mess with overalls now.
Yeah, because I think I don't even remember where I'm at in my Eagles dynasty. I'm close to the end of season 2. I switched to the triple option playbook and it's completely changed the team, but it's cheese. It really is. But it makes the game so much more fun to play.
Really?
Yeah, because I was sitting there raging for a minute. I'm like, I can't do this to myself. The stress levels are too much. So I had to run that Navy playbook.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So, any future projects for you, Tree?
Probably just gonna stick with playing Let's Plays. Find a couple more Star Wars games in my collection to play. Just I don't know. I may start live streaming Saints Row 2 if you want to play together. And
I actually haven't played it in a few days.
I know. Something I was thinking about that is I think we should make a Discord with a couple creators where if we're live streaming, just be like, hey, we're streaming. If you want to come talk while I play. Because, I mean, I always have my Elgato set up to where, like, it's recording Discord. And I usually sit in Discord by myself. So if anyone ever joins, they'll just be talking with me. And I don't think it'd be a bad thing to start kind of like a community like that.
Nice.
So, well, hey, boys, got any other topics to talk about?
So I could think of my video is running at hour 4 minutes. Is that what you're at pretty much?
Yep. So I guess this will be the end of this one then, boys.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys go check out KE.
Yeah, down below. don't forget about the giveaway that we're doing.
Oh yeah, don't forget about the giveaway. 2 people entered in.
Oh really? Already?
So, well, one person did through YouTube because he doesn't have Twitter, and the other person did through Twitter, but told me he wasn't entering the giveaway. So I guess technically 0. So it is what it is.
All right.
Did y'all tweet out the giveaway?
No,
Not
the last
yet.
podcast it was just tweet us. You subscribe to the podcast channel, my channel, and his channel, and we're going to give away $25 to PlayStation or Xbox, whichever one.
That's PlayStation, Xbox, Amazon, Steam, whatever. Like pretty much any like online thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're just
Like
giving
anywhere I
that
can
away.
just generate the code, where I
Yeah.
don't have to like go in the store and send you a picture of it.
Gotcha.
I can just buy it
Okay,
off
yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
If y'all do tweet something out like that, I'll retweet it. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to,
Yeah.
you can even enter. We're gonna do a random number generator, so
Yeah, we'll just
Gotcha.
give it everyone's name and number and just generate it randomly. Plus, hey, it may only be $25, but anything helps towards
yeah,
anything.
for sure. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you, KE, man. It was great talking with you. Thank you for being our first guest. Definitely would love to have you back on the podcast again someday.
Yeah,
Anytime, man.
as being
If
the
you
honorary
want
first
to,
guest.
We're gonna try to do this 1 a week, maybe 2 up to one point.
Yeah.
I don't want to really start posting on the podcast channel until we hit like 100 subs or something like that. I
Mhm.
don't know yet. I haven't really decided, but this is definitely going on my channel and his. So if you guys are watching on either one of our channels, make sure you subscribe to KE. We're trying to get him to 500 subs before 2021.
Yes, sir.
And either one of you guys got anything left to say?
Nah, just smash the like button, ring the bell for the notifications. See you guys in the next one.
Gotcha. I just want to thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, of course.
No problem, man. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Yep.
Peace, y'all.